Hello, my name is Laura Elfield. I am a clinical negligence and personal injury barrister from Decker Chambers, and we are starting the year talking about secondary victims after the Supreme Court judgment in Poole and Polmere. Judgment was handed down, first judgment Supreme Court of the year. Many would say that it was a shocking and horrifying event for claimant lawyers. The case answers the question, can there be recovery for psychiatric injury caused by witnessing the death or injury of a close relative from a medical condition which the defendant has negligently failed to diagnose and treat? But it's not just about clinical negligence. The judgment reviews fundamental principles, so it's also of really significant relevance to personal injury as well as clinical negligence claims. All three cases in the Court of Appeal turned on the relevance of any time interval between the negligence, the damage caused by it, and the horrific event that ultimately caused injury to the secondary victim. So the Court of Appeal recognised that the issue of time gap wouldn't necessarily be confined to clinical negligence claims, and they gave the example of a negligent architect designing a door in a load-bearing wall without specifying an RSJ, causing masonry to fall on a primary victim's head years later. The Court of Appeal stated that there were no special principles applying in the clinical negligence context, only the 5 elements in Alcock. They didn't like the term controls. They preferred the term elements. And the dispute in the Court of Appeal started as a dispute about the point in time at which proximity in fact needed to be established. And there was an argument in the Court of Appeal. Was the relevant event the damage completing the primary victim's cause of action, which is what the defendant said, in which case all claims would fail? Was it when the horrific event was the first manifestation of damage, as in Poole? Or, as said by the lawyers arguing on behalf of Polmere and Purchase, whenever the horrific event occurred?